Hey guys, I'm back with another weekly topic, and in this one I want to talk about my injuries. Now I've talked about this before, but I think it always bears rehashing. My injuries have been pretty well documented simply because I talk about them. I'm not afraid to talk about them, and I think a lot of people out there, especially on social media, what you see is you just get a highlight reel. You see somebody crush a world record, or they win a national championship, or they do really well on stage, or they get this big contract, or whatever it is, but you don't see what they had to go through to get there. And I can tell you guys, after 35 years on this planet, success is not what most of you think it is. Success, 99% sucks. 99% is failure, setbacks, frustration, tears, backstabbing, people talking negatively about you, having to deal with just multiple issues. It's 99% of it sucks. It's that 1% that keeps you coming back. And this kind of stuff is not for everybody. A lot of people will ask me, Layne, you've suffered these injuries, why don't you give it up? And there's one simple answer for that, and that's that I still have a burning fire to go do it. I still have a burning fire to go do it. And so, maybe it will get to a point where, if the injuries accumulate enough to where I can't do powerlifting anymore. But we're not at that stage. And for the most part, over the past year, my training's been going really well. Now, I got injured again before nationals in terms of I strained my pec and I dealt with a lower back strain. But I was still able to go in and hit an all-time deadlift PR. So I think, we look at an overall picture of what has to happen. And sometimes when you feel like you're at the bottom of a mountain and you got to climb the entire thing, it's overwhelming. And certainly I've felt like that before at different points in my life, not just with injuries, but with other things. It's very cliche, but the truth is all you can do is what you can do right now with what you have where you are. And you just put that in your mind that every day, I heard this from a podcast with Joe Rogan, the professional, every day they go to work. And whether that's squatting 600 pounds or rehabbing or, in your business, doing what needs to be done, you get up and you go to work every day and you don't feel sorry for yourself. Feeling sorry for yourself never did jack shit for anybody. Sure, you may get other people to feel sorry for you, but what does that do? If other people feel sorry for you, how does that help you? It doesn't. It doesn't do a damn thing. It might make you feel good for a few seconds or a few minutes or a few hours. But the fact of the matter is, sympathy never got anybody anywhere, and it never did shit to actually change someone's situation. How do you change a situation? You apply mass effective force. So I decided I wasn't done with powerlifting. So what did I do? I changed. I did more mobility work. I did more stretching. I did more core stabilization stuff. I did that every single day. And you know what? I've still had some tweaks here and there. I don't know of any high-level powerlifter who doesn't get tweaks here and there. It just happens, guys. I get this a lot on the social medias, and usually it's from guys who can't squat 225 to depth. But they'll say, "Oh, well, look at you. You got injured, so you must not know what you're doing." I don't know of any powerlifter who's competed at a high level for more than a few year time period who has not incurred some kind of significant injury. Now, not everybody blows out a disc, not everybody breaks something, not everybody, that sort of thing. But, Mike Toucher, a great example, is largely considered to have impeccable form. And he dealt with really bad hamstring and back issues, if I recall correctly. So I'm not saying that there aren't things with my form that couldn't use work. Everything can always use work. But, if you want to be at the top level in any sport, you are always going to be pushing the boundary between excelling and rubbing up against overtraining and under recovery and injury, okay? You can't be the best without skirting that line. Now, hopefully we learn how to skirt that line so that it's more on the side of recovering enough with enough training and not being injured. But every once in a while, we're going to go over that line. So, I don't worry about the injuries so much. At this point, I've been through so many of them that I just know that the human body has amazing recovery capability and you can come back. But it's more about, do you have that fire? Do you have that willpower? Do you have that desire? And you just put it in your mind that this is what the fuck I do. Every day, go to work. And, maybe you haven't dealt with an injury. Get ready. I saw something from Eric Thomas today, who's a motivational speaker, and he said, you need to put it in your mind, you are going to take some losses. You're going to take some losses. And if you don't have it in your mind that you're going to take some losses at some point, at some phase in your life, in every phase of your life, you're going to take a loss, then it might crush you when it happens. You're going to take a loss, but in every loss, in every setback, there is an opportunity. There's an opportunity to learn something from it and get better, okay? That is the difference between people who have long-term success towards those that come flash in the pan and phase out. You learn from your mistakes, you learn from your setbacks. Every setback I've ever had has made me better. And I know that with every setback, I can learn something from it and move forward. Now, at age 35, is there going to come a time at which my performance starts to decline no matter what I do? Yeah, it's called Father Time. He's undefeated. But I ain't ready to cash in my chips just yet, especially with somebody like Dave Ricks continuing to set squat records into his late 50s. So I think what I've learned from injuries, I've been able to actually apply throughout my entire life. And that's learning how to recover from setbacks. It's okay to be upset about a setback. It's okay to feel bad about a setback. Process it, and then figure out what you need to do, and then go the fuck to work. Go to work. Because you can't, feeling sorry for an injury or a setback or a mistake, you can't change it. Feeling sorry about it, it's not going to change it. Feeling bad about it's not going to change it. Being upset's not going to change it. Feeling sorry for yourself is not going to change it. Sympathy is not going to change it. The only thing that changes it is you learning from it and moving forward and getting better. So if there's something you really want to do, maybe it's powerlifting, maybe it's bodybuilding, maybe it's something in business, maybe it's entrepreneurship, maybe it's a med school degree, who knows? You just put it in your mind that this is what the fuck you do. This is what you do, and what do I need to do today, right now, to move that forward? If somebody tells you they want something, if they really want something, there is an easy way to know if they really want it. Watch their actions. Don't watch their words, watch their actions. No matter what they say, what they do will tell you how much they really want something. So if you really want something, put it into action. Do what is needed to get you there. Go to work every day.